Hi and welcome back to Snowdonia Antiques. Today we are playing with this little beauty. This little gorgeous piece here is a walnut bureau, dates to about 1720-ish. It's a really, really nice piece. Personally, I love it. I love the way that they've actually done the marquetry on the door in the centre here and your actual pull-out columns. Thing with it is, these aren't pull-outs, okay? These are solid. But there are secret compartments in this bureau that I will show you at another time. These little curtains here, these little swags, they're all solid, so there's not in there, but we will, like I say, show you. Personally, I love it. I love the way they match to the boxwood stringing that's actually also on the drawers. This little centre section here is called a well. As you can see, it's very nice and oldie-worldy. But yeah, really, really good little piece. A couple of things I wanted to show you on this. First and foremost is this, okay? This is the aperture where, shall we say, the leather goes. As you can see, this is what it had on it when it came in. Yuck. Okay, it's got absolutely nothing to do with it. Originally, it would have had a green leather inside it. It would have been a leather, not a baize. The way that this is actually put on, even though baize is nice and early, this looks like the underneath of a leather. Okay, if you look at this, that's what it looks like. This is a little skiver. Okay, now what we can do is we can replace what was all here before with one of these. This one's already been tooled and it's ready to go, so we can put it straight into place, cut it, and we're good to go. Okay, two ways of doing it. You can either tool it off the job or tool it on the job. Doesn't matter, as long as you're good at what you do, you should be able to. You should be all right with it. What we've got to do is get rid of all this residue of rubbish that's actually on this. Okay, you can see it's all scraping away quite nicely. But the way that we get this off is we put warm water onto this stuff and it just flows up and gets rid of the glue line underneath. A little bit of a scraper and it gives you a bit of a reveal. Okay, this is what we're trying to reveal here. Once this is all cleared off, you can see from here, where that little hole is, all the way to about there, I would have thought. So you got quite a distance. There's a little crack that runs down on the inside. You have to remember that the external section of this and on the interior of it, this stuff is a veneer. It's a walnut veneer and it's veneered on oak. Okay, so you will get, well, you can get splits in oak. What we need to do is to be able to stop it from splitting. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in two little butterfly joints. One about here. Now a butterfly joint is basically a piece of timber that's let in the shape of butterfly wings. Okay, so if you look at it like that, comes down. Some people call it a keyhole, some people call it butterfly joints. We've always known it as a butterfly joints, but we'll put one there and we'll put one here, and that will stop the crack from going any further in. And although it really doesn't, it doesn't compromise the actual stability of the fall itself, it gives it a little bit of strength as well if you need it. Okay, so that's the first thing that I wanted to show you. The thing with it is, now, we've had a look at the green up against the walnut, and yeah, the green is nice, but what we want to try and do is spark it up a little bit and give it a bit more shazam. So we're going to put a different leather on the inside here, a different colour. We're going to keep this one and we're going to keep it tooled. Whoever buys the piece, if they decide that they don't like the leather and would prefer a green one in it, then we'll put this one in. But you're going to have to watch out for the photographs of when the job's actually been completed, and then you can see what colour leather we put in. And you know what? It's one of those ones. It's going to pick it up. It's going to give it a little bit of get a little bit of depth as well. It's a really nice leather, and it's one of those ones when it's actually put in. You know, you're just going to go, "Wow, you guys are good," and I'm going to go, "Yeah, I know." Okay, right. Second thing I wanted to show you was these. Okay, now this is one of the escutcheon plates on and handle for the top drawer. Now, the other two drawers underneath, because this thing does have a well, so it has two long drawers and then two short drawers. The two short drawers have these on them, okay? But the two long drawers need to have these on them, okay? As you can see, they are beautiful. Nice little, what looks like a little lily, no, tulip. Yeah, a little tulip type of thing going on in the centre there. Beautifully done. So, when it first came in, we had the two top handles, and then we had one of the base handles. So what we've had to do is we've had to make up three of these, and as you can see, really nice quality, to be honest with you. There's not much difference. You can date it to about 1720 from these plates, because later, after 1720, 1730, they basically, they didn't really go to put the attention to detail into things like this. Okay, let's put it this way, it cost to engrave a plate. If you just had a normal plain plate on it, it didn't cost you, and the profit margin back there would have been higher. These are not cheap to replace, okay? A set of, just say, a set of 6 of these, you're not going to get change from under about 90, 100 quid. That's just for the set, okay? What happens is, these have little handles that come across them, like little nut handles. Hold on a second, let's see if I can dig one out for you. Da-da. Look at this, if this is Blue Peter, I'd be more well prepared. There you go. That's the handle for it. Okay, as you can see, it loops down and it comes into like a little knot in the bottom section there. Now these are held on, instead of being held on by pods, like this, these are held on by wires, like this. Okay, now the wire fits through the hole, and what happens is, that section there, well, that little return there on the side drops into that section there, goes through the actual drawer itself, and then fits back on itself, and then it's tapped in on the inside of the drawer, so it actually locks it. Okay. Now, is it possible to get anything made? There are some wonderful furniture makers, as in brassware and things like that around. You know, if you've got any metalwork that needs doing, if you've got one, you can actually get a copy of it. Okay, because there is some guys out there that will actually do you a deal where they get to use the template again on something else, because there's going to be other pieces that come through that have got the same type of designs and patterns on it, and you know, it's great for them and it's great for you. You get your piece, they get the history and the actual designs to be able to produce other pieces of metalwork that will actually fit into period pieces of furniture. Okay. Now, as I said before, and I say it time and time again, you can follow us on Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, and all the rest of the gubbins. Or you can actually, if you've got any questions, just email us at snowdoniaantiques@gmail.com, or check out our website, which is snowdoniaantiques.co.uk. If you have any questions and you want to follow this any further, don't hesitate to ask us. Well, that's what we're here for. We're here to be able to help. In the meantime, I'm going to get back to scraping this stuff away and see how we get on for a wonderful Wednesday. Okay? See? Look at the oak underneath that. Isn't it beautiful? Right. Take care now. Bye.